Okay, so here we have to do some estimating about this vintage car. We have to deal with estimation of both its weight and the number of horsepower. And those can either be low estimates or high estimates. We're also ultimately looking for these ratios, weight to power ratios. The lowest weight to power ratio would be a low weight over the high estimate for horsepower. So that'd be low weight over high horsepower. And then a high weight to power ratio would be a high weight to a low horsepower. So with this estimation business, you'll note that there isn't anything 0.4 in any of the answer choices. So when they're estimating and doing this rounding, and the vintage car weighs 880 pounds, the low estimate then, rounded to the nearest 10 pounds, is actually then 875. 875 would round up to 880. But the high end is going to be 885, because technically 884.9999999 is what would actually round to 880, but that number itself, 884.99999, gets rounded up to 885, and you can see that in the answer choices. So the weight's going to range from 875 to 885. The horsepower is going to range, so it's 55 horsepower rounded to the nearest one. So the low end would be 54.5 horsepower. The high end would be 55.5 horsepower. We now just plug the numbers in from our kind of grid here into these respective ratios. Low weight would be 875, and the high horsepower would be 55.5. The high weight would be 885, and the low horsepower would be 54.5. So we can just go down the list. Anything that doesn't have 875 over 55.5, we can cross off initially. And then, sure enough, the second answer choice in choice D has 885 over 54.5, giving us answer choice D.